Hey there, my friends, what's happening? Vitaliy Dubinin is here, and I'm super excited right now because I have here one of my students and business partners, Eagle Dan Baxter, and I wanted to bring Eagle for a short interview here because he is a perfect example of what I call a quantum leap, because Eagle just started in the online marketing world just like 3 months ago. And he went from a point of making a couple $100 a month to generating $28,000 in 1 month. So this is what can happen, and I want to inspire you and show you in this interview what made it possible, how to go from 0 to 28,000 in a month, and hopefully after you watch this interview, you can see that no matter where you come from, what is your background, you can go and achieve amazing results in this industry. So how are you doing, Eagle?
I'm doing awesome, man. Thanks for having me, man.
Awesome. So tell me what really happened that moment on July 21st when you started to learn some of the strategies that we share inside the Black Ops Millionaire Mentoring Program, and like what happened and how do you see it? Like how can you describe it?
Well, man, first of all, like the training is great. It's just a wonderful amount of training. And the fact that you can get knowledge on how to do these things directly online without any paid traffic, these strategies, they're amazing. And they've been able to help me produce the results that I've gotten.
Right. So how long have you been doing online marketing?
I say maybe 2-3 months now, but I'm pretty much a newbie at it.
Like 2 or 3 months. That's amazing. Like to me, you know, there are people who are struggling for years in the space. They go and buy different courses and training, you know, and they still not making their breakthroughs, not creating the breakthroughs that they really want. So you started on July 21st and you made 28,000 your first month. What was the difference for you personal? Like, how can you explain this growth? Like, was it that you were clear on the vision, or you took massive action, or a combination of it? Like, how do you explain it?
Well, what I did was I took massive action. You know, I saw the opportunity, so I just really dug into the training, because the training that the Black Ops gives you is like nothing I've ever seen before. You know what I mean? It's like simple. It's really simplified for you so that anybody can go out there and duplicate this process. And I just really dug in, honed in on all the training I got from the mentors, and it's been proven.
Right, and I've seen you attend those live trainings and taking massive notes and paying very close attention and just straight implementing this stuff, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right away.
I see that you are always smiling. You know, you have all this awesome energy about you. You are always thinking positively, and you are on a mission to inspire other people. I can sense it this in you. So, do you have, like, you've been having this dream of inspiring other people for a long time?
Oh man, well, you figure I was a personal trainer before this, so like. It's kind of like my job to motivate people, and that's truly my passion, just to motivate people, get them to a better place. And then I saw with this field, and then the personal development element that comes into play with this, it's everything I want, and it's been working out well, man. So yes, I believe. And then to be able to help other people, then duplicate what you're already doing, you can't ask for anything more, man.
Absolutely. So you are a personal trainer, and obviously we see that, you know, you were doing it full time. Like you had, how many clients you had?
Between 15 to 18 clients, and then I just scaled it all the way down.
So now you scale it all down because the internet is producing profits.
Yeah, this is all I'm doing. I'm playing with my laptop. Yeah, man.
So what are the challenges that people are facing when they start the business? Like you've seen other people kind of, you know, whining, complaining, they have challenges, they're getting their excuses, you know, like I cannot do this or that. Like, what do you think are the challenges that people face that maybe hold them back from this lift off to $20,000-$30,000 a month level that you've observed?
Right. Well, what I've noticed is that if people don't get results like right away, they tend to falter, get discouraged. But no matter what you want to do in life, whenever you're trying to get to another level, you have to kind of expect a little bit of adversity, and it's only there just to see if you have it in you to, you know what I mean, to reach the level that you're supposed to go. You know, you will always, as long as you persist, you will always get past that. So I just say to anyone, you know, regardless of whatever comes up, there is a solution, and you will get there.
Absolutely. In the beginning, there's a little bit of learning curve too.
Yeah.
Like you can compress the energy, you can compress the learning curve, but I'm sure like when you first got started, you stumble upon some blocks, some challenges, some things that you had to overcome, right?
Right.
You didn't say, oh, it's not working, you know. You just, hey, let's try a different approach. Let's try this, you know. Let's get on more training, on more mentoring, and one adjustment, one little tweak, and boom, everything can change.
Yeah, it could change right just like that for you. You know, you run into a problem, you know, you try one solution. The internet is loaded with answers. You know what I mean? Loaded with information. You know, eventually you keep digging and you will find the answer, you find a solution, and then once you get past it, you move on to the next problem. You know what I mean? You just keep leveling up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I wanted you to for a second just share your screen for a moment, and I wanted to have it more real for people that what we are talking about is real, is true, and I want to show people what is possible to inspire. So what people are seeing on the screen right now, and you can, if you point at this dot in the middle, right? Not this one. Yeah, so you started on July 21st, right? And by the end of July, you made 6,000, right? Then the months of August, you had an incredible months of $22,000. Mm-hmm. Right? And in total, your first 30 days, you made about $28,000.
28,000. Yep.
Yeah, and the same happened to me. When I got started in July 15th, a little bit earlier than you. $26,000 I made by the end of July, which my intention was 15,000 in the next 2 weeks, but I ended up making 30,000, almost 30,000 by the end of July, and then I had $34,000 months in August. So the thing that this can happen when you start to open up to certain principles, to certain strategies, and be ready for the mentoring, right? Be ready for the mentoring. So what is your vision, Eagle? Like, where do you see yourself going in the next months and years ahead for yourself personally?
Well, you know, I truly don't see a limit in this business, because as you continue to grow and as you continue to, you know, level up, the income is just, you know, limitless. It can go for as high as you want, for wherever you want to take it. You know what I mean? So I just now my vision is now to try to bring as many people as I can with me. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's one thing to get great success, but it's a whole nother ball game to see other people come up and get success as well.
Absolutely. In the beginning, you're like, oh, let me just make the money. Let me just prove to other people that it's working, you know. But at some point, it's all about the other people, and you should always be about the other people if you want the breakthrough. You know, if you're thinking about yourself and about how much money you are going to make, it's never going to work. It's always about helping the other person to solve their problems, to help them get from point A to point B. And I can see it very clearly that you have a certain servant heart. You know, you're doing it for the right reasons. Yeah. You want people to succeed. You want people to prosper. And I know that people can feel that. They can feel this energy from you. You know, that you are in for them. What is your like drive? Like why you like even got started in online marketing? What drives you to create those kind of results?
Well, what really drives me is my family, especially my son. I just had a son, about 8 months ago. And it's just one of those constant things where I don't want to be average. I don't want to live a normal life. I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck anymore.
Yeah.
So these are kind of one of those things, like when you come up into those moments of adversity with whatever you got going on in life, that's one of the moments that say, okay, let's go, propel it. It like propels me. So that's one of my driving forces is my son and my family.
You see your son, and you're like, I don't want him to struggle. I don't want him
right.
to, having any kind of lack or limitation. And you want to show him an example of what you have done, that he can do whatever he wants to do in his life, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's also what drives me too. I have 2 kids. I have my 7-year-old daughter and 4-year-old son. I want to have them go and travel, or to buy them and spoil them sometimes, and or to get them to classes and stuff like that. They would really become who they want to become, and the freedom. I mean, paycheck to paycheck. I don't remember like the last time I was in a job 3 years ago, and remember like waking up in the morning and driving to some place for a tiny paycheck, working for $5 per hour, and having somebody else like telling you what you need to do. Oh, you did this mistake, and just not like entrepreneurs totally different. Like once you get this mind here that like you become unemployable, then you just cannot do this stuff anymore. You cannot live paycheck to paycheck. You have to be free, and now traveling, right? You've been traveling. I've been traveling all over, and just the ability to take your laptop with you, take your laptop with you, and or your phone, right?
Yeah, your phone.
Or your phone.
Your phone makes money too.
Exactly. and do business forever. I mean, that's freedom. That's what a lot of people are dreaming, because they're chained in their desk, they're chained in their corporate job, or they're chained in living a certain type of lifestyle where what they really want is to be free to live life on their terms and wake up when they want to wake up, they go to sleep when they want to go to sleep, and nobody telling them what to do, right?
Right.
So let's switch a little bit of a gear here. What is the key to success, do you believe, in this industry? If you can pinpoint some keys to success.
My key to success is massive action. That's my key, because when I first started this business, I didn't know what I was doing. But I knew that I was going to learn the tools that I needed to succeed in this, and I wasn't going to let anything stop me from that. You know how you get to a point where you're just tired of being sick and tired. I was at that point, and sometimes you need to hit that wall or that breaking point to be able to come through. You know what I mean? And that's really what did it for me.
Absolutely. When you are faced against the wall and you're back against the wall, you have no way to step back. The bolts are burning there. There is no plan B, right?
Yeah.
You have to figure it out. That's where you go and take massive action and do whatever it takes, and you don't allow any excuses. Like you see, okay, this is what you need to do. You go and do it, right?
Right.
So I believe that some people are just not at that point maybe yet. That's why they really don't take this massive action. They're not hungry enough because they be comfortable a little bit, and they want to take things slowly a little bit. Whether you just took massive action and made it happen. Now, what I believe are some of the keys to success in this industry is when you need to have an audience and build an audience, right? Whether on social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, all of these are our audiences where you can create value and create content and share more about who you are, and let people know into your world, and to provide value, engage with people on social media. So you got to have that. And you've got to learn how to connect with people. You've got to learn the art of connection. You've got to learn how to help people get from point E from point A to point B, right? How to have this transformation happen, because we are in a transformation business. That's what we are, okay? We are helping people transform to live how they live, right? To their current and present situation. Maybe they're in a, they're in transition in their life. They lost their job. They're sick and tired of doing 2 jobs and having no time to be with their kids. They got divorced, or they're in repossession of their car, or they are in foreclosure for their house. All of this stuff happens. Or they have massive student debt, and they need to do something with that situation. And they also have this dream, right? They're from all the people in the world, in the population, there are some people who are doing personal development, who discover that there is something more in their life. They can be more, do more, live more, and become somebody greater than they currently are. So they have this vision, they have this dream, they have this drive, but they sometimes lack this mentoring, like the step by step, like to somebody show them the way, how to get there from point A to point B. So you need to be that person. You need to be that person that can show them the way, how to get from point A to point B. And this is where a lot of people are stumbling on. They don't know how to do that, right? It's all about creating super automated funnels and putting lots of money on paid advertising, spending lots of money on traffic, and have the system all work for them while they're going to drink pina coladas at the beach. Don't lift a finger, don't pick up the phone, or don't even talk to anybody, and have everything running smoothly and automated. Now, it can happen if you're a super experienced online marketer, if you have big brand, if you have already has so much success under your belt, then people just see your name and they buy your stuff. But for 99% of people out there, they are just getting started. They are not huge, big, mega gurus, They need to climb the ladder of success. They need to take the steps. You cannot automate everything. We are in the people's business, especially here.
You have to connect with people.
Gotta connect with people. And I believe what we teach inside the Black Ops team, we have an amazing people working with us, Darren Little and Ari Maccabi. They're amazing millionaire mentors that I've learned a lot from. I know you learned a lot from them too. And literally, like what I learned from getting this kind of mentoring is taking my income from $10,000 a month to $50,000 a month. You took your income from $200 a month to $28,000 a month, and the sky is the limit now for you, because once you have the skills, you have them, and then you don't worry about money ever again. And this is what I say to people: if you are going to learn this stuff, if you're going to master this, you literally will no more worry about money ever again in your life. Do you agree?
Exactly.
Absolutely. So, Eagle, I want you to say a couple of words of the importance of mentoring, like your perspective on getting a mentor, getting mentoring, the right mentoring, why people should have a mentor in their past, and how critical is that for their success?
Well, I think having a mentor is like 100% needed especially in this industry, because a mentor is, they're going to help you lessen the amount of mistakes that you may run into. You know what I mean? You're talking about a massive shortcut by having a mentor who's done it, who's messed up, and who is highly successful. And these are the type of people that you want to be watching, you want to be paying attention to. It was crucial for me because I didn't know what I was doing. You know what I mean? And to have something like that, it's almost like a shortcut. It's like a steal, So it's great, man. So a mentor, you need a mentor unless you want to bump your head a few times.
Right. When people try the trial and error stuff and doing it
Yeah.
for themselves, but yeah, when you have a mentor, and did you get some value in trainings from me personally teaching you some stuff and showing you some strategies?
Oh, definitely. Oh, you've taught me a lot. You, Darren, Ari, all those guys, man. It was so helpful in a major way.
Well,
Yep.
I'm so happy for you, Eagle, that you are blazed the trail for so many people to follow.
Oh, yes.
That they can see what you have been able to do, and now they don't have any excuse to not go and do it themselves because you have done it, and you didn't have a massive list, you didn't have a massive following, right? You were like a couple months into online marketing, so
Mhm.
all of this excuses like, oh, I don't have a list. Oh, I don't,
There is that.
I
I
don't
just wiped out every excuse,
have.
even for myself. Now I don't have excuses even for myself anymore.
Exactly. That's so beautiful, like to see this transformation happen, and
Right.
like talking and doing this interview with you now. It's like unbelievable, and I'm so grateful that you are in such an inspiration for so many people. And I can see like a super bright future for you from this point on. Like you are going to be an inspiration for thousands and thousands of people to come.
Thank you, man.
So I appreciate you.
Really appreciate you, man.
So if you want to learn more about those specific strategies, how to really put this all together and get the millionaire mentoring, then you can message either Eagle or myself to find more information about it. And I'm thanking you, man, for taking the time to do this interview and to share those key elements and to inspire so many people. So thank you for that. Any last words that you have in mind?
Most definitely, man. I just want you guys, to get out there and crush it because there's so much potential out there. You know what I mean? Not just me and Vitaliy. Everybody can do this. So this, if you're thinking about it, if you're on the edge, you need to just jump on in, man, because it'll be one of the best decisions you've ever made in your life.
That's awesome. And that's why I put together like a training area where I shared everything that I learned, that I know, to help people succeed, because my intention is to really be the vessel, be the vehicle, to provide and to pay it forward, so people, to help them shorten the learning curve that they have, and succeed ultimately online. So with that being said, Eagles, thank you so much, my friends.
Yes.
And you guys, I hope that you got a ton of value from this interview. I hope that it inspired you. I hope that it put fire under your behind to go and make things happen in a big, massive way. It is totally possible for you. Believe in yourself, believe in your dream. No matter where you are, you can always reach that higher levels and break through. So thank you, Eagle, once again, and I'll see you in the next videos.
All right.